What's up, guys? Zane from Forward Progress Madden, and I know it's been a long time since I've done a video, so I'll just take a quick moment to explain what's been going on. First semester of grad school's over, and now it's the winter break in between semesters, and I decided that what I'm going to do here with the Virgin Gaming Finals coming up, since a lot of us are prepping for this event, not a lot of us are wanting to do full gameplay videos and the like, but what I'm going to do anyways is I'm still going to do videos. What I'm going to start doing, however, is start showing what I like to call sim tips for advanced players. And what these are is we're going to look at sim concepts, real concepts that are used in college football, pro football, and we're going to break them down, and then I'm going to further break down how we're going to look at these as far as using them in the competitive arena in Madden. So what we're going to do today is we're going to look at a passing concept known as smash divide. And smash divide is a man and zone beating concept. It's really going to be focused on splitting safeties down the seam. So you're primarily going to use this against cover 2 and 2-man under. With a lot of cover 2 sync being run this year, this is a passing concept that you could use. So what I went ahead and did is I came out in a 2x2 set already for the Patriots. And the play I came out in was smash. With the Niners, I'm going to go ahead and call 2-man under. So what we've got here is we've got the smash concept. And the smash concept is simply where out of a 2x2 set, you're going to have a corner and a short hitch on the same side of the field. And what this does is it makes the outside zone have a choice. Do they want to play the hitch, or would they rather play the corner route? It's a simple high-low read. Now, what you can also do, what a lot of schools do, is they will run it out of a 3x1 set in which they'll have trips. And they'll run smash like so, where they'll have a vertical route to the inside, a corner route in the middle, and then on the outside, the split end runs a hitch pattern. Again, it's going to be a zone beating concept. But as far as this smash divide, this is a play that's run out of 2x2 sets. And what we're going to do is we're going to aim to split these safeties. And what we want is these safeties to play the corners, the deep corners. And when they do that, the middle of the field is wide open. Now, if you have a speedy enough running back against a linebacker in man coverage, hopefully you'll be able to get the separation needed to make this completion. So what we're going to look for is either the inside positioning or to be able to bomb the ball out like so. The safeties do make a play on that, but our throw was rushed because our pass protection was starting to break down. As you'll notice, the smash divide is not as good when run stock. However, you do have the ability to throw the inside pass lead. Pass leads down the seam are very effective this year. As soon as the linebacker starts to turn his hips, you deliver a pass lead either inside or outside. If the linebacker's hips are still squared to the line, you're not going to be able to make this throw. But just basically anticipate when they're going to turn. That is when the best time is to throw. Now, if we're playing cover 2 zone, you're going to have possibly a larger window to throw this ball. You're not going to have to worry as much about the guy down the seam, and you're going to be able to throw this ball down the middle. As you can see, again, they jumped that. And the reason I'm showing it out of this formation is a couple reasons. What we're looking at in this is when we run this from a man standpoint, these corners are a little bit flatter. They don't get as deep down the field, and I wanted to show that for a reason. They are very, very good at beating man coverage, though. As you can see, Gronkowski torches his man to the outside. So this play is very, very good. But it's not going to develop the running back route down the middle because they are just not deep enough. So that's why we're seeing these safeties reacting to the ball. They just aren't basically being drawn to the corner routes. So what we're going to do is we're going to look for smash with deeper corners. Now, what you want is to be able to run this out of a 2x2 set. But within the Patriots book, we have the ability to run the... Sorry, my AIM is going nuts right now. I'm going to mute it so it's not going off in my background. But what we're going to look for is deeper corners. So let's go ahead and run this against 2-man under here. And we're just going to do the same concept, smash divide. And hopefully these corner routes will draw the safeties. And hopefully our pass protection can hold up long enough. It looks like the Patriots versus the Niners last night, which I hope you guys all had. Aldon Smith is just all over Nate Solder right now. I hope you guys all had Tom Brady like I did. I was down 31 at halftime in my fantasy matchup, and Tom Brady put up basically 33 points in the second half for me to win. What you're going to see is that these corners are a little bit too flat. So what we need is something a little bit deeper. So see if we can find it. Might not have it in this book, to be honest with you. But the concept is there. You're going to notice there's two types of corners in this game. You have the flat corners that beat man coverage, like I just threw to Gronkowski, and then you have the ones that are steeper. And what those steeper ones will do is fan out the safeties more and allow you to throw the ball deep down the middle. And that's what the smash divide concept is. But how are we going to Maddenize this? Most players are going to be able to use the route down the seam that you're trying to throw. Maybe they're do pretty decent at stopping corners with their man coverage. So what if they have a really good man play and they're just able to lock it down? Well, this is where we basically, what I said, Maddenify it. So what we're going to do is we're going to run curl flats. And we're going to do a very similar concept. While these routes aren't deep, we're still going to try to do a divide. And what we ultimately want is we're going to start to look at these out routes. Of course, you know out routes are very good this year. Man zone coverage, it doesn't matter. Throw it as they break out, and it's an easy completion nearly every time. Just anticipate it. So what we're looking at in the replay here is we've got the curl flats. Man coverage, you can still throw the ball. We want these safeties to fan out. And as you can see, they are fanned out. Probably about as fanned out as they are versus those flatter corner routes that don't get as deep down the field. And that's fine, but these out routes are what are a big problem this year in Madden. So you can basically run out routes with a divide concept where you're going to try to fan those safeties out and open the middle of the field for your running back to work against man coverage or zone coverage. Right here, the linebacker does a good job down the seam. We don't really have that inside pass lead to Danny Woodhead. But because these out routes are so effective, you get the timing down, you're going to be able to throw these nearly, almost on any down and distance. So we'll do this again. And what we're going to do this time is we're going to call cover 2 zone. What you're going to notice is you're going to have that same high-low. The outside corner is going to have a choice. Do they want to play Hernandez or do they want to play the flat route, Gronkowski? And they do a decent job, but here, as you notice, there is the divide right there. Woodhead splits the safeties down the seam, and you're gone for a touchdown. And that's what the divide concept is. So even if you don't have corner route smash, you can still run divide with curl flats. So what if they're in cover 3? They're going to go what is called Mosy Coverage. Middle of the field is closed. You notice that the middle of the field is closed by the free safety being one high pre-snap, indicating that chances are, unless they roll the coverage post-snap, you're not going to have a cover 2 look to split those safeties. Well, that's where you're just going to go to work against this outside zone right here. You're going to throw these out routes all day against cover 3. Welker breaks on the out route, wide open, breaks a tackle, 25-yard gain. Again, they're in Mosy Coverage.
35, 55, 52, 55.
And I didn't put the guy on the street, but it doesn't matter. We're going to throw the out route anyways. Now, the opposite of Mosy Coverage is Mofo Coverage. I wrote an article about this on CompeteForever.com last year. The difference between Mosy and Mofo, or Mofo Coverage, is that the middle of the field is open. And you can see this by 2 safeties. They're splitting the difference. They're each, pre-snap anyways, they're each covering half the field. And that's an indicator that you can take Danny Woodhead and run him down the seam. Because if they do fan out, you're going to have the ability to possibly hit Woodhead down the middle, like we did a couple plays ago. So They do fan out, and we should have thrown that pass lead inside, but Woodhead makes a heck of a grab. And that is essentially what the divide concept is. You want these safeties in a cover 2 look to fan out and really open the middle of the field for a speed advantage down the seam. Granted, Danny Woodhead doesn't have the most advantage over Patrick Willis in terms of speed. He is a little bit shiftier, a little bit more elusive, more agile than Patrick Willis. Probably not going to beat him on the vertical every time if they're in man coverage, but it is an option for you. And that is why I'm going to start this series, and I wanted to start off with Smash Divide, is to show you a sim tip and how I would take that sim tip and apply it to competitive Madden. So if you enjoy this series, please let me know. I'll continue to do more of them. Go ahead and rate, comment, subscribe, and let me know if you guys have anything that you want to see in an upcoming video. Thanks.